Welcome back to Boom Shot. I'm Kale. This is Colby. And before we get started, spoiler warning to anybody who has not seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Make sure you go watch that before you come watch this video. Come back. We're going to be covering all things, I guess, really reacting to our favorite moments from the movie, reacting to some big spoilers. But let's waste no time. Let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Boom! You looking for this?
Okay, to start us off, I'm going to ask you, what was your favorite moment? Give me a raw reaction. We literally just got out of the theater not even like 30 minutes to an hour ago. So.
And I'm hoping all of you just got out of the theater, meaning you've seen the movie.
Yeah, please don't be watching.
Because big spoilers. The last warning. Yeah. The Illuminati, including Mr. Fantastic.
Dude, that was okay. That was nuts. That literally was nuts. Okay, so we see all these members of the Illuminati. Like, you got Maria Rambeau, Captain Marvel. We got
confirmed.
There was Captain Carter. There was Captain Carter, and everybody's like, "Ooh, Captain Carter." And then Mordo, and then it pans to Black Bolt, and we're like, "Okay, hello." And then it pans to John Krasinski as John Krasinski, by the way. Big Tuna from The Office. Good old Jim.
And then we get. And then they kind of talk for a while, I feel like. And then we get Patrick Stewart come in. And then they're, one more.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, ugh! And then our theater.
It was sick. Our theater was clapping every single time somebody appeared on screen. But basically, the context of that scene is Doctor Strange is, he and America Chavez are tossed into this universe, kind of like akin to like the Great Society or whatever. And so they go to find the Doctor Strange of that universe to help them fight off Wanda,
But he's dead.
For reasons we'll probably get into later. Basically, they both get kidnapped, taken to the Illuminati headquarters, and then good old Wanda comes searching for when Wanda comes a calling, dude. She came searching for America Chavez, and this leads me to my second favorite moment. When the Illuminati got slaughtered.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's where I was getting. That was my favorite moment.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, actually, it's probably my favorite moment, too.
Dude, here's a side note. None of the people in the Illuminati were actually from our Earth. And we get Earth 616. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they did confirm that this is Earth 616. So if you don't know in the comics, the main timeline is Earth 616. So
yeah, so none of these people in the Illuminati are actually from our universe.
Yeah.
But it was still cool to see all of them regardless. And I mean, we're getting Mr. Fantastic eventually. Might not be the same actor. But that scene where Wanda wreaks havoc. You've been hyping this up in our other reactions.
Every single trailer reaction that I've seen has been Wanda fighting Maria Rambeau. And I have to say that fight scene did not disappoint.
It didn't, dude.
It was amazing.
Let me tell you, it's the most brutal fight scene in any Marvel project.
Oh, easily. So, but basically, and so the context for that scene, Wanda uses the Darkhold to dreamwalk. That's what they're calling it, dreamwalk, which is basically like she took over another person's body and
it has to be yourself.
But it has to be yourself, and you can do it across the multiverse. So
in any multiverse, like she could control with the Darkhold any Wanda.
Yeah. So she assumes the power, or she assumes the body of this Wanda. A Wanda who, by the way, has her kids. Still has the same powers, but has her kids, Billy and Tommy.
And this is Earth 838.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Great Society. It's like a very advanced world. World peace, I guess, is what they're going for. But she takes over her body, flies over to the Illuminati. And Strange is about to get sentenced by the Illuminati, and then you see on the screen, bro, all these Ultron bots are fighting.
Yeah.
She's just ripping them to shreds, bro. It was sick.
A little side note, I know you like the Ultron name drop.
Oh, dude, I'm a big Ultron fan, and I was hoping Ultron Supreme would show up from What If. If he did, I would have lost my crap. This would be my favorite movie of all time. I would have lost my crap. But dude, she just comes in and she wrecks havoc. She closes Black Bolt's mouth. Makes it disappear, and he tries to speak, and his head explodes.
Yeah, it
deflates too. Like, it explodes, and it goes and like a balloon, and it just deflates. And then she rips Mr. Fantastic basically into a bunch of it's like a Twizzler, dude. She's just peeling off.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah. Twizzler, and then she explodes his head.
Yeah, explodes his head at the very end. So two of them are down right then and there.
Dude, let me just point out the Black Bolt death. I'm pretty sure that was the same actor from the Inhuman show, if any of you watched that.
Yeah, probably not.
I watched it. We'll leave it at that. But same actor. And dude, he wasn't there for long. That to me was the most brutal death in the whole scene.
Oh yeah. In the entire
just the way it happened, dude. Because you know how strong he is. It showed him executing Strange earlier.
Yeah. So
but yeah,
that was crazy. But we can get to that in a minute. But so kills Black Bolt. Kills Mr. Fantastic just like that. So then, we see the Captain Carter. Captain Carter gets basically bodied by her own shield. She gets sliced in half by her own shield. Wanda grabs it and throws it back at her, slices her in half.
She does throw in the "I could do this all day." I quoted that word for word when it happened. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, that was.
But it was still cool to see.
And then finally, Maria Rambeau puts up a decent fight, I guess, because she's got the power of the kind of like the shedded power of the Space Stone, as we've seen in Captain Marvel. Puts up a decent fight. I'm just going to add this note. All Captain Marvels act the same across multiverses. They're all annoying. Just super annoying. She dies. She gets crushed by a statue.
No one in the Illuminati stood a chance. I mean...
Yeah, really.
Scarlet Witch was going ham right now.
All that to say that the Illuminati was definitely my favorite scene of the movie. Really our favorite scene of the movie. Yeah. Anything to do with the Illuminati, but what would be our second favorite scene of the movie? Or like just another scene to react to?
Dang, I don't know. I guess another point I'd like to make is our boy Wong survived.
Yes, Wong. Papa Wong is still alive.
I love that man.
Papa, I will say, and I'm just gonna say this: like the messaging of this movie is kind of conflicted. Like, at the end of the day, like I think we know that Doctor Strange is kind of like an ends justify the means type of guy. Like he'll do whatever, I guess, whatever it takes. But basically, he stood on the principle that he shouldn't be using the Darkhold. And he wanted to use the Book of Vishanti, which ended up getting destroyed by Wanda. But he didn't want to use the Darkhold because that violates the principles, I guess, of a magic wielder in the MCU, especially a good magic wielder. But
yeah, and it could corrupt your mind.
Yeah, exactly. So he ends up using the Darkhold, as you'll see in the movie. But our boy Papa Wong did not.
No, dude, he's the true North Star of this movie.
Yeah, really, he is.
He stays true the whole time. He never wavers.
Yeah. And I think that's like my ultimate nitpick with the movie is like I saw this online from some people that I listened to. I didn't watch any like spoiler reviews, but just like an overall tone of the movie, I was looking at it, and people were saying like the movie's stunning, like visually. It's got it's like amazing fight sequences. Obviously, it's got a decent story, but like the point is that they got so lost in like trying to make the movie look good, or trying to like throw in all of these other things that they lost like the tone of the story. So it felt less like a superhero movie and more just like a anti-hero movie to me.
Yeah, I feel like the tone was there, but the plot maybe got lost. Like you knew what the motive was.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, but do good motives justify bad actions? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like the ultimate thing for me is like do I want to, like Doctor Strange ended up using the Darkhold to save America Chavez, right? I mean, good seems like a good thing, but like.
Well, really, what he was probably thinking, it was to save everybody in existence because, I mean, Wanda, that wasn't really Wanda, that was Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
And she had the power to destroy every, living being.
Oh, pretty much, yeah. At that point, she was insane.
So in his mind, he was saving, yes, America Chavez, but also everybody by using the Darkhold. And he did say that in the movie, right? He was like, yeah, I mean, he does do what he has to do, but in Wanda's case, she was kind of doing it for selfish reasons.
Exactly.
In the universe she was going to, the kid still had a mom.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was Wanda.
And I think that served a great purpose. Like Wanda, you could see the absolute power corrupts absolutely. Like with the book. Yeah. She thought what she was doing was for a good, also for a good reason, but that good reason twisted her mind so much that she became engulfed it. Like she became consumed by it.
And that's really because no one was going to stop her.
Yeah, exactly.
So really, America Chavez comes up with the genius plan of showing...
This was probably my second favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, exposing the kids to what she had become. And at that point, she wanted the kids to have the mom of that universe.
And it served as a great plot device. Like, you can't always have what you want. And so she, America Chavez opens up a multiverse portal. And Wanda sees her kids, and of course, I should say Scarlet Witch at the time, but Scarlet Witch sees her kids, goes in there, and throws Wanda in that universe to the side, could have killed her.
Yeah, which she's already put her through the ringer. Like she had scars all over in that fight, which she was using her body.
Exactly. That's the same body from the 838 universe that we were mentioning earlier. And so Wanda in that universe is laying on the floor, and like Scarlet Witch walks up to the kids, and they're like freaking out. They're like, "Oh my gosh!" And they're like super scared. And she can see like she could finally see that what she was doing was she was gonna if she wanted to find her kids, she was gonna have to take somebody else's take the mom from that universe away just to have her kids.
And I think at that point she realized too that who'd she become, because she said. She said, "I'm not a monster. and then she didn't know what to say because she was a monster at that point.
Exactly, yeah. So then this leads to one of the biggest questions of the movie. She goes back to the Darkhold and basically makes it collapse in on itself, kills her, we're going to say.
And destroys every Darkhold in every universe.
Yep, exactly. So every Darkhold book in every universe is gone now. So,
and I guess the Book of Ushabti, right? And was there only one of those?
It seemed like there was, and it seemed like that Doctor Strange is the only one that had it.
Because they said, this is the point in between the universes or whatever. Yeah. I thought that was really cool, if that's how it is.
It's kind of like the Star Wars World Between Worlds. Yeah. Like you get a point where you can see like
all converge. There's a point where everybody from every universe can get to it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's all the same one. So I guess the good and bad book are all destroyed now.
Yeah, that's kind of like, it's funny to me because like one book it's like a complete opposite end of the spectrum. Like, the Book of Ashanti can give a good wizard everything he needs to defeat the adversary. Yeah. But then you get like the Darkhold, which is like the complete opposite. And it's funny because like you're used to seeing like, I guess in the case, I'm thinking of Star Wars, but like you can obviously tell that light side users are weaker, I guess, because they don't use anger. Yeah. But at the end of the day, their reason and their patience is what is able to propel them above Sith, right? Because Sith walk in anger. You really couldn't tell that in this movie. Like, you could obviously tell that the magic that Wanda was using was way more powerful than what Doctor Strange and Wanda was using.
Yeah, no one was stopping Scarlet Witch. Yeah. I mean, she I guess that's the thing, though. She was going to be the most powerful either way.
Yeah.
I mean
that's kind of in line with like Doctor Strange is powerful in the comics, but at the end of the day, like Scarlet Witch is just on a different level with the magic that she manipulates. Yeah,
and I want to hear in the comments how do our Wanda fans feel out there? I'm kind of saddened. Like, I didn't want her to be the villain.
No, I didn't want to either. But
especially see her die. I mean, die. We definitely didn't see her live at the end of the movie.
No, for real. And it's like, I guess she was kind of okay with what happened because, like, I mean, she has lost a lot, but I mean, I guess maybe she kind of made peace with the fact that, like, she can't have it all, and maybe she's just the one Wanda. Kind of like how they make fun of Doctor Strange for not being able to get the girl, and it's funny because they're kind of like the same in another way. Like we saw in What If, Doctor Strange tried so hard to find that one reality where Christine didn't die in that car wreck.
And it kept happening.
And it kept happening.
Dude, that might be my favorite episode of that show.
Yeah, and she kept on dying, and he kept on... And, like, it was for the same reason. He wanted to bring her back for good reason, but at the end of the day, like, what his good reason was propelled by selfish desire. And it's kind of the same with Wanda, so, like, that's kind of a good parallel. But, yeah, it was hard to... It was, like... That was sad to watch, because it's, like... You hate to see a character that's got such good intentions just fall, basically, to the dark side like that.
And it was kind of, like... at that point, it wasn't Wanda. It was Scarlet Witch.
Exactly.
The Darkhold had corrupted her. It kind of like, I guess you could compare it to Winter Soldier in a way. Mm-hmm. Like, that wasn't him. But at the same time, man, I hope she comes back, dude.
Yeah.
And obviously not Scarlet Witch. I hope Wanda comes. I want Wanda back.
I want Wanda. I want OG Wanda back from like Civil War. You know, bring me that Wanda back, but with like the same powers, just less, you know, like Darkholdy and more like hex magic-y. You know, I can do without all the other stuff, but I don't know. Just like I think like the parallel of Wanda and Doctor Strange was a good parallel. Like basically, she was saying she tried to tell him whenever he first finds her in the movie, saying like, "Hey, we need your help," and then she reveals herself to be the one that's trying to track down America Chavez.
That was really interesting too. Like that whole like she was sending the monsters after America Chavez, like in every universe she went to. Yeah. And then Strange goes to her for help, and then she's like, "Wait, you didn't say her name, did you?"
Yeah, and basically she's like, "Hey, why don't you just bring America here and I can help her?" And Strange was like, I didn't say her name.
I'll say one thing about this movie. There was a lot of things. I've never done that so much in a movie, I don't think. Just like every death in the Illuminati, I did that. I just didn't expect it to be that brutal.
No, I didn't expect it. It's unlike anything you've probably ever seen in Marvel. But yeah, basically, like whenever he goes to find her, she's saying that like whenever Strange figures out about it, she's like, look, isn't this what you said? Like this is the only way the ends justify the means. Like at the end of the day, if I won't completely destroy this multiverse or universe if you give me what I want.
Yeah.
And Strange kind of like was on the other end of the spectrum, like, hey, this is the only way to do it to save everybody. But at the end of the day, like they had the same philosophy. Like one was just motivated by selfish desire.
Yeah,
that's like when you look at it that way, it kind of has like a deeper undertone to it. But I still feel like the movie kind of missed with like what it was trying to show. Maybe like send the message it was trying to send.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a good movie overall. But dude, what a thriller! It
was a thriller for real. It sounded like, I mean, truly to close this video, it sounded like anything you'll see in a Marvel movie probably. Ever. I don't think they'll venture. Maybe unless in Doctor Strange 3.
Back.
Yeah, in Doctor Strange 3, but I doubt you'll ever see anything like that again.
I mean, I like Marvel trying to go away from their formula.
Yeah.
So many people have been saying like, oh, it's the same movie over and over, different characters.
I've said that myself too. That's why I love the Batman so much, is because it was like compared to Marvel, it feels less cookie cuttery and like tries to like take a different take on a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Which in this definitely was a different take on a superhero, which is good to see Marvel do.
I mean sometimes I wouldn't necessarily call this a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Maybe like a foul ball.
Yeah.
But I think it's good. I mean, they're taking swings. And with the shows too, the shows in this movie have really shown us they're trying to go different routes.
Yeah, like I mean with Loki, with Moon Knight, with even WandaVision, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier is about as cookie cutter as you can get. But the other three that I just mentioned, those were definitely a different take on the MCU, which in those shows probably are regarded as the best three there are.
Yeah, the three best. And I guess one more thing I'll say before we close this video off is we didn't get any mutant confirmation in this movie.
That's what you said pre-video, is that it's a good cut, but like when you think about it, baseball, so it's a good cut, but it's a foul ball. Like they didn't give us mutants. They introduced Professor X, who is obviously
in a different universe.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people were saying we're going to get House of M type thing where Wanda's like, instead of saying no more mutants, she was going to be like more mutants.
Yeah.
In our universe 616, but we didn't get any of that.
Yeah.
So we still don't really have mutants, which I was kind of hoping to see.
And we also still don't, I mean, we did get, obviously Mr. Fantastic, but nothing, once again, confirmed in our universe. But,
yeah, so I wonder how they're going to do that in the future. Like, where are they going to bring that in?
Who knows, man?
Because they got to at some point.
Who knows? I wish I knew. But I'm excited to see, like, what this movie... Like, this movie has big implications going forward, obviously. So that's, like, the good thing is, like...
Yeah.
It may not have given those things to us immediately, but at least it paved the way to where Marvel can, do some multiverse manipulating and bring them to 616, hopefully.
I just hope this... I just thought about this. I hope this isn't how Wanda's character ends, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's why I don't think she's dead. Like, it just feels... It feels like she was good for a long time. Westview happened, then she was bad for a while.
But, like,
and then it just like abruptly...
fall, bro.
Yeah, it just abruptly... That, I mean, it really is true. Once you hit rock bottom, people say you can't go any further, but she just kept on.
She kept going. She went past bedrock.
Yeah, she went, dude. She broke bedrock, man. That's how powerful Wanda is. But it just feels like an abrupt ending. Like we get to the end of her timeline, and she's just like, it's a heroic act, but she's just gonna like. I just don't feel like that's the way her timeline ends.
It's just so tragic, dude.
Yeah.
Like we weren't really given any hope with her character at all, and
exactly like
because her brother dies. She kills her lover.
Yeah.
And then, like she said in this movie, it was for nothing. Thanos comes back and does it again.
Yeah.
She gets her kids taken away from her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, like I just hope she has a happy ending.
Yeah, I hope she does too. I hope they somehow figure it out for real over at Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
But I definitely like the way they're going. It's a new direction with the MCU. It feels... I don't know how I feel about it yet. I mean, there's comfort in cookie cutter. That's what I'll say. So...
Yeah, I'm glad they're going in different directions.
Yeah.
I hope they keep venturing out.
Yeah. and trying to make different movies that aren't just, like, ooh, big action sequence, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, this was definitely different.
Yeah, it definitely was a different take. And shorter than a lot of MCU movies have been in recent history. But that pretty much wraps up our thoughts. Good movie, definitely, or it's an interesting movie. Definitely go check it out. Let us know what you guys think. And we'll be releasing a post-credit scene breakdown as well, so be on the lookout for that one. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.